Meditation is not for me. I get distracted when I practice meditation. Everyone is talking about meditation, it gives you peace of mind. But when I sit for meditation, I don't get that thoughtless state. I overthink a lot. I think about the future, I think about the past. If you also have these questions or concerns regarding meditation, we will try to break them and answer those questions for meditation.
My name is Anmol. I'm a mental health practitioner, counselor, psychologist, career coach, life coach, and life skills trainer. I'm here to share my insights and learnings with you to tackle life challenges and attain your highest potential. Let's create balance in your life.
Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome to my channel Ask Life with Anmol. Today we'll be discussing the most important topic in today's day and age of stress and anxiety about meditation. Try to understand that there are two things, meditation and meditating. Do you know the difference between meditation and meditating? Meditation is the state of thoughtlessness, of peace, of bliss, where you don't think about the future, where you don't think about the past. You can consider it as a destination. Meditating, on the other hand, is the process. People teach different types of meditating techniques. For example, chanting mantra, breathing exercise. But do you think everyone can have the same meditating technique? Of course not. We all have different personalities. How can we have same meditating techniques? Today we'll be discussing about a meditation technique which has become very popular, known as mindfulness meditation. But before we move to that particular part, let's try to understand what is happening around us in the place of meditation. You have seen many videos on YouTube, you might have read about meditation, you might have seen teaching about meditation. But people never talk about addiction of meditation. What is addiction of meditation? When a person gets attached to the outcome of meditation, and when you don't have that same kind of sense in the second part of meditation, when you are doing or repeating the same exercise of meditation, that becomes addiction of meditation. You don't have the same experience, you feel sad about it. So you need to understand that meditation is not those 5 minutes or 10 minutes you practice in the morning or evening. Meditation is about a 24-hour process. You can be in the state of meditation when you talk to people. You can be in the state of meditation when you interact with your colleagues, with your co-workers, with your classmates. The difference I told you, meditating, the process is different for all of us. If you like dancing, that is meditating. If you like singing, that is meditating. If you like painting, that is meditating. Because the actual state of meditation is to have that thoughtless state, to have that flow of time, where you don't think about the future or the past. That thing is the basic difference between meditating and meditation. And we can have this for 24/7. It does not have to be just 5 to 10 minutes. Now let's try to understand what is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness is a term derived from Buddhism, and it means being in the present moment. So mindfulness meditation is one's ability to be in that moment. Whether you are working, whether you are sleeping, whether you are talking to someone, anything that you are doing on a day-to-day basis, if you are being mindful, if you are aware of that situation, that's called mindfulness meditation. Now, let's try to understand what are the prerequisites and the conditions to practice a mindfulness meditation. So the first condition is being aware of your judgment. So, according to a study, we judge a person within 5 seconds we meet based upon their physical appearances or their backgrounds. So the first condition is we should have a mind which is not judging, or you should be aware about it. So even if I am judging someone, I should not replicate my behavior in a negative way towards them. So that is the first condition of being mindful or practicing mindfulness meditation. The second condition that we have is patience. We all know we are living in a world of instant gratification. So within just one click, you can order a pizza, you can order your favorite food through the food delivery app. That is an instant gratification. Second, you can swipe right or swipe left, you get your partner. That is an instant gratification for relationship. So the world is teaching you to be less patient, impulsive. But mindfulness meditation, although it might sound very difficult, but the second pillar is patience. You need to practice patience and practice delayed gratification instead of instant gratification that the world is forcing you to have. Third is a child's mind. So if you talk to a small child, they are like a blank slate. You can talk to anything about them. It can be any random topic. They just are very inquisitive to learn. They want to learn everything. That is kind of a childlike behavior we want when you start practicing mindfulness meditation. But today what we are doing is, we are too opinionated. Within just 10 seconds we know, okay, I know this, I don't want to practice this meditation. I have done this in the past, right? Many of you watching the video, if I'll give you a technique, you will say, I have seen this particular technique, it does not work for me, right? That is an opinionated behavior. That is not a childlike behavior. So you need to understand, to practice mindfulness meditation, you should have a childlike mind and behavior. The fourth thing is trust your journey. Anything that you want to do for your mind, body and soul, whether let's say you like to go to a gym or start walking, it takes a lot of effort. It does not be emotionally very fulfilling or happy initially, right? But we know after some time we get the results of it. Same is the case with meditation. You have to trust the process even though initially you might face challenges in it. You have to find out your right meditating technique, because the end result we all of us want, a thoughtless state of meditation, right? So the fourth thing is your trust. Fifth part is non-expectations. Non-expectations means you will never have that addiction of meditation that we discussed earlier. Non-expectation means that if I have an experience of bliss, pleasure, higher sensation in one meditation technique, and second meditation technique, same thing I'm doing, but I'm not getting the same level of that particular experience, then I feel low about it. So you have to have that kind of non-expectation behavior. Okay, the sixth prerequisite or condition for mindfulness meditation is acceptance of self. You need to understand that there is a demon inside us and there is an angel inside us. We all have positive and negative characteristics. So you need to understand yourself, accept the both negative side and the positive side. If you feel like you discard or in a denial that I can't do this, I can't have this feeling or negative feelings, it will matter to you the most. You will never be able to accept it and practice any kind of meditation. So accepting both the parts of positive and negative is very critical in mindfulness meditation technique. Last factor is detachment. So all of us like to keep grudges. All of us like to have that kind of negative feeling. We kind of have a baggage from our past. So last thing we say is kindly detach yourself. Let go of other people's behavior because it might impact your future. So detachment from the words, the feelings, the past is very important. So these were the factors or prerequisites required for practicing mindfulness meditation. Now I'm not saying you can have all these 7 perfect. I am not perfect, you are not perfect. We all are in a learning stage. So Try to be aware about these 7 factors whenever you practice this particular technique or mindfulness meditation. Next, I will be teaching you a very simple mindfulness meditation technique. I hope all of you are ready for this mindfulness meditation technique. I want you to sit down in a quiet place. There are no noises around you. And I want you to close your eyes. And imagine either a small child with you who has just born into this world, or you can imagine an alien who has come to the earth for the first time. Whatever you are comfortable with, you can imagine the child or the alien. I will be naming some things which you have to explain them with all your 5 senses. Your senses of touch, your senses of eyes or sight, your senses of hearing, your senses of taste, and your senses of smell. So all the 5 senses you have to use to explain these objects to them because they are witnessing it for the first time. You can also imagine that whenever these objects were shown to you, how did you react? So you can explain them to them in the same manner. So the first object I want you to explain them is a red rose. How does a red rose smells like? What is the color of the rose? How does it look like? Is there a noise or can you hear a sound from the rose? So use your 5 senses to explain the red rose to the child or the alien. Next thing I want you to explain is a car. How does a car looks like? Because they are seeing it for the first time. How does it smells like? Whatever fuel the car releases. How is your experience sitting in a car for the first time? So explain the concept of car, the object car, to the alien or the child. Third thing I want you to explain is a rain. When rain happens, how does the atmosphere feels like? How does the smell of sand feels like when it rains? Have you taken bath in rain? You can share one of the fond memories about rain with the child or the alien. Explain the child how does the rain feels like, smells like, sounds like, with all your senses. The next thing I want you to explain is a mobile phone. So, how does the mobile phone, whatever you are using, what are the features of the mobile phone? How does it feels on your hand? Is there a sound related to mobile phone? what all you can do with a mobile phone? Tell the alien or the child. The next thing I want you to explain is a cake. So, any type of cake you like pineapple cake, chocolate cake, red velvet cake. You remember your birthday when you were introduced with the concept of cake. So, explain them how a cake feels like, smells like, tastes like, touch like, with all your senses. The next thing I want you to explain is a hug from your loved one. So they're experiencing hug for the first time. So how does a hug feels like? You can feel like, touch like, any emotions involved with a hug. So try to explain to the child or the alien the concept of hug from your loved one. The next thing I want you to explain is a favorite place of yours. You like to visit often. It can be a beach or a mountain or any monument. So explain them your favorite place you like to visit often with all your five senses. How does it smells like, feels like? Now you can slowly open your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, I would like to ask you a question. You can comment down below. Was it difficult for you or easy for you? If it was difficult for you to explain these concepts, that means you are not living in a mindful state. And if it was easy for you, then you are living in a mindfulness state. In this hectic and fast-paced world, we have stopped being mindful, being aware of our surroundings. We have stopped appreciating small things like a flower, any food item, any places we like to visit. So this is a simple mindfulness meditation technique. So whenever you visit a place, it can be any park, it can be any vacation, it can be anywhere on road, anywhere you are going, try to observe things with all your five senses. That is called mindful walking. So in future, we will be coming up with mindfulness based meditation techniques for you like this. Subscribe to my channel Ask Life with Anmol. Like this video, share this video with your friends and family members to create balance in life.